Hello, this is Fisher Tyson with my third and final submission for the Pratt School of Engineering. Now, in this module, I focus on human factors in AI with some major concerns towards privacy, law-abiding policies, and some good pretext in order to make your product interpretable for users to understand, as AI is intended for the user, and a lot of times we focus more on the programming side and the technology aspect rather than the human input that we can provide. Now, going into my task, I made an updated version of my previous model. Now, this model incorporates a lot more of the policies and regulations that are needed for something to actually be enacted and follow through with legal guidelines. So, in this, we have a information privacy statement. So that way, users can know that this does not affect their credit score and it is protected on an offline server. It's built to be checked. We incorporated into the features. This updates the user's awareness of features that are being incorporated into the algorithm. So that way, if they want, they can choose to submit their information. So that way the module can use that data in order to have more accurate results. But then again, it is up to them. And that user data isn't stored or used for other purposes. Now, let's go to an example. Let's go to professional services. Let's set the loan amount at, say, $30,000. Years in operation will be 10 years. Jobs supported in this level of a firm, let's say 40 jobs. We want to get a new office. Let's get our estimate. It gives us, rather than a score grading, we get the estimated interest rate. We also get a loan installment payment that we can use for our interpretation. Now, this model, it explains the features a lot more. And a lot of issues with loan allocation is when you submit a loan, you don't actually know what's going on until you get word back from that advisor where they tell you, oh, the guys in the back, they made this up, can't do much about it. This actually shares about how it was coagulated into function. And you can also see how demographic, gender, and uh, other fairness can be equated, as those items don't affect the loan. You will not be judged on a loan based on your gender, your race, your demographic, because in a legality perspective, and from a usage of AI, we can see how automated learning modules can use these factors in a distorted and illegal nature. Now, you can see the transparency and fairness. It shows its limitation. It shows how the data is being used. This is atypical in most modules, and this really gives that customer basis and that field overview when we use these sort of automated things, changing from a more manual transcript. In a manual transcript, you can withdraw. You don't have to share this information. Here, it's publicly listed, and this has real-world use cases that clients can use. Going over my layout for this design, you can see the task at hand, the problem with loan applicants being treated unfairly, and how they have no understanding of the black box that happens in between the algorithm's functions to determine the results. So, see how this task function can be better understood and interpreted by the user to provide that value and customer service basis that small business loan agencies want to provide. User experience design, they get the open source of that information. They have awareness of their privacy, their rights, and they have options. It's not uploaded unless if they choose to. Perfect in a legality sense, and perfect in a user encouragement basis and a supportive basis. Now, there's also a feedback loop. This feature is very useful, especially with new data being given. If users want to provide good feedback that can be used in future results for a more accurate depiction. This transparency is very sought after in large corporations, as they handle many loans on a daily basis, and the user experience is absolutely incorporated. Going to the privacy laws, we can see how the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Gramm-Leach-Blindley Act, and CCPA is used for California's laws and restrictions. This is the most, I would say, heavy set, because California has heavy restrictions when it comes to data management, privacy policies. And when you're thinking about a national perspective, when you're using this in the US, You want to go through the strictest variant in order to incorporate results so that way it can be used nationwide without issues. Better safe than sorry. Now, with the ethical considerations, we want to make something that's fair, something that it has accountability, and the users are aware of transparency. They can see what's going on and they can have knowledge of it. Now, in my product, I believe that this prototype serves a good basis for how SBA loans should be used in the future with AI implications.